Discourse. This week we don't have a token male, so sorry. But we do have 2 new people who haven't actually been a part of the podcast before. So, would everyone like to introduce himself? As people should know by now, I am Mars.
I'm Tannen.
I'm Scarla.
I'm Bella.
Don't talk at the same
I'm
time.
Hawk.
So let me just go through them because they're overlapping and I was talking over them. Right, we have Tanadin, who's been here every week so far. Bella, who is new. Scara, who missed last week because she was otherwise engaged. And Hawk, who's also new.
Who's also new.
Yeah.
Sean and Emma are not here.
Sean and Emma, we've sold them.
We sold them?
They've been replaced.
They're on an exchange program and they're currently in the site swapping countries.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't mind swapping places with Emma.
We replaced Emma because we wanted more Americans. That's why. And I don't know why we replaced Sean. Less farmers, I guess.
I don't know why we
He's
replaced Emma. We don't have enough Brits.
Yeah,
Decreased
less
Brits.
farmers. That's
Only
why we
one
replaced
Brit.
Sean.
And we were all terribly busy last week, so we missed a week.
AKA,
Yeah.
we all kind of forgot.
That's not okay, that is partially why, but some of us were otherwise
half forgot.
occupied.
And the the episode before this one was late because there was editing issues in that some of us couldn't be bothered to edit and some of us forgot, and then it's fine.
It was a whole shebang.
And some of you were like, oh yeah, I'll do it, and then things came up and you couldn't, and then it's like, okay, I'll do it, and then you forgot, and then okay, I'll do it. It just went back and forth. I don't even know who ended up editing that episode.
That would be my fault.
Sean did it.
Mm.
Yeah, but
It's kind of like life got in the way.
yeah. I think we can be
Last weekend.
excused.
So,
What's the topic this podcast? I don't actually know. Scara, weren't you in charge of the topic?
Yes, I was in charge of the topic. The topic today is differences between American English and British English. So wrong
Yes.
English and right English.
I better hope you better be calling us right English, because we are not speaking wrong English.
There is
just different
nothing
types
right
of
about
English.
American English. Sorry, but not sorry.
Can I start off with the first subject?
You call cookies biscuits. I think we need to.
Just a fun
let
fact.
us
I can
have a
fit a
point
whole
there.
bourbon inside my mouth
A whole what?
You fit a
without
whole
my
what?
hands.
A whole bourbon, like the chocolate biscuits.
Yeah. Inside my mouth
Oh,
without using my
I
hands.
don't know what that is.
It's like
I don't
just
know if
under
that is
2
either, but
inches in
we're
length
going to-
and like just under an inch in width.
Jeez.
It's not that big, but you know.
I can
I'm
fit
gonna-
an entire giant jawbreaker in my mouth. So
I have no idea what one of those ones is, Bella.
they're like
have
giant hard
jawbreakers?
cookies.
Not me. We don't really have jawbreakers over here. We have like the biggest thing we get to it is the giant chalky lollies, Mars.
I'm just googling
But
what a
they're- but they've got,
jawbreaker
like,
is.
a sweet-
Apparently, a
Yeah, just
jawbreaker is
Google
a
a giant
comedy
jawbreaker.
satire film with 3
Hard
white
candy
people.
that you just keep
It's
in
a-
your mouth for a while.
It's
and
a ball of
tastes good, but if
sugar,
you try,
pretty much.
yeah, but if you try to chew on it, it'll hurt because it's really, really solid. It just slowly.
And they're
dissolves.
really big.
Yes.
Oh, those.
And I can fit an entire one of them. Hello.
We call them gobstoppers.
Oh yeah.
Get this too.
Yeah.
It's,
think
it's more
I-
common to call them jawbreakers here.
I think there is a brand over here, Mars, that's called jawbreakers, but I've not really come across them.
Right.
So I'm going to give an example for everyone. So, for example, if a resident of London tells a resident of New York that she has left her child's dummy in the pram and that its nappy is in the boot, they're going to get a confused look off the New Yorker. Whereas
Yeah,
if
definitely.
It sounds
Whereas
like you
if-
left your child inside of a shoe and an idiot somewhere.
A shoe?
I don't know. I heard something about a boot, and I'm kind of concerned.
I
Yeah,
don't think
no,
there's
it
a-
would be the child's dummy is in the pram and its nappy is in the boot. So in American, you would say that the child's pacifier is in its stroller and its diaper is in the trunk.
Yeah, I knew the trunk one. I
Why
know that you
on
guys called that
earth
out.
are they so different?
Why is it called
Are
a
you sure we're speaking the
pacifier?
same
It's kind
language?
of aggressive. I mean, it's called a pacifier, but it's a slightly aggressive thing to
You
call
called
it.
it dummy. That's really aggressive. Like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
here's
that's
your
because-
idiot.
That's because no, because the original origin of the word dumb is not being able to speak.
So you're silencing the child from crying by putting a dummy in its mouth.
It's-
That actually is quite correct. So.
Just lowered the tone.
Oh, that's
Now-
me.
Well, that was sure.
Now, another example was if the New Yorker was then to say to the Londoner that, oh, you've got nice pants, the Londoner will be like, why are you looking at my underwear?
Well, what do you call them?
Trousers.
That sounds way too like formal. Like that
Trousers
sounds really
or-
formal.
That's what the
trousers
English
or
language
jeans.
is. Much more formal than the American language.
Why is
Yeah.
it so formal? You're not going out to a fancy dinner. It's like McDonald's. Calm down.
Maybe we are going out to oh crap.
Do you consider McDonald's fancy?
No.
No.
Good.
It's
So
quite
you're
the
like, well, then-
opposite.
Yeah, it is. Something we
we
can
just-
agree on.
We
I
just,
broke something.
it's again one of those things that we don't clump it all into one category. It's like we call them, oh, I suppose we use the overall category of trousers, but we then kind of like say, oh, there's like the posh trousers that you're using when you're going out somewhere smart, but then,
Trousers
oh,
are called
I'm wearing my jeans or I'm wearing my jogging bottoms.
It's not really
know.
a word that we say here. Like you don't say posh. You say like fancy.
I think there's a brand called Posh here.
Is
There
there?
probably is.
Yeah, it's have you seen like the diamond shirts? It's kind of like that.
What?
What?
There's a brand called Diamond that a bunch of dumb boys at my school wear.
Ah, dumb boys.
We don't have any of
I
them
just
here.
choked on my teeth.
I think your country mainly
I thought you
consists
said you
of dumb
choked on your
boys.
teeth, and I was like worried.
I was very concerned for a minute there.
No,
Tread
my
on
How do you
teeth.
choke on your teeth?
Sorry, I was in
With
the middle
lots
of
of
laughing,
skill.
coughing, and talking. So
Well, they could be dentures. They could be fox teeth.
I'm
Yes,
15.
this
I
is
don't
true.
wear dentures. That'd be
You
weird.
might. We're not
15
judging.
know what kind of years?
Yeah, 15 dog years? That's quite old.
Mm.
I'm not calling you a dog, I'm sorry.
Good job.
Wow.
I have a habit of insulting people when I'm trying to not insult them. I did it
Okay,
yesterday.
I do that too a lot.
Mm. So I also have up
And the
a
day
list
before.
of words that
Pretty much every
on
day
one
last
side.
week.
I have a list of words as on one side is the British English and on the other side is the American English.
You've actually
So-
prepared for this.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
concerned.
Well,
actually
it's kind of a
scared.
fun topic.
We're not meant to be
so-
this professional,
too-
Scara. Tone it down a little bit.
This is too professional. Yeah, tone it down. We need to argue about something real quick. Something completely inane.
Sidewalk.
No,
Yeah,
that's on topic.
Sidewalk. Okay, it's completely inane. It's like 42 being the answer to the universe and everything.
No,
Yes.
okay, no. I want to talk about what Mars has renamed herself on Skype. Why are you Mars the Mars?
I don't know, because you wanted me to rename myself.
That's not any better.
Wait, what was Mars's other name?
It's just mystifying.
Yeah, Mars's name before she changed to Mars the Mars was Marsington.
I've actually, I
Which-
changed,
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Of similar length and appearance to what I have Bella renamed, because I couldn't remember, I couldn't figure out who was typing, and so it was very confusing because Bella's like, oh, I'm here, and then I thought Bella was immediately like, okay, I'm going to go get something. Oh, I have something. Oh, I'm back, and I was really confused. And I realized it was Mars.
Oh.
All right, we've been inane. Okay, we're good.
Mhm.
Moving on.
right, yeah.
Okay, moving on. I'm going to read
Off topic, queen.
a British English word and see if the Americans can kind of come up with what they actually call it.
Oh,
Well,
no.
this is going to be fun.
Okay,
Gonna love laughing at you guys.
wellies.
What was that?
Wellies.
Wellies.
Is it a type of shoe?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It
aren't
is,
those like
so-
rain boots?
Yes.
Yeah, rain boots, galoshes. You'd call them galoshes.
Gloshes.
Who uses that word?
Galoshes.
That sounds
don't
like
know, it's
ganache.
on-
Why
it's
are
on
you
my
wearing
list.
chocolate icing stuff on your feet?
What?
That's
Ganache.
ganache.
That's ganache.
Ganache.
Yeah,
Ganache.
That's ganache or ganache.
I'm not wearing chocolate on my feet when it rains, I promise. Not what I'm for.
Okay. plimsolls.
What?
Excuse me?
We're not insulting you, it's an actual word.
Plimsolls.
I don't
And
know.
the,
Every time you say it, I'm only hearing Flintstones.
Yep, Flintstones.
I'm
That's
hearing
exact-
limb stones.
Here we
Like
go, I'll type it
there's
into
like
this.
there's stones inside of a limb.
Plimsolls. Plimsolls.
I'm gonna
I
check
don't
I'm
know. Is
spelling
it?
it.
I have no idea.
Can we get a hint?
I'm spelling
Um,
it for you.
Children wear them during physical education or PE,
Tennis shoes?
like gym shoes.
Yeah, tennis shoes.
Yeah, soft-bottomed.
Tennis
running
shoes?
Running shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you call them that?
I
So
don't know.
weird.
It is a weird word.
It's because they were invented by a Mr. Plim.
Well,
It
Mr.
would
Plim
suck to
is a
have
bit
that
of
be
a
your last name.
Are you
twit.
sure? Are you sure you didn't just make that up right now?
Well, that's someone told me
I-
that.
Part of me wonders if you guys actually have these weird of words, or if you're just making them up just to mess with us and laughing like, haha, stupid Americans.
Plimsolls are real. Plimsolls
are.
are real. I'm looking up to
Plimsolls
see
are
if
real.
Sky's
The ones
facts
I
about
know.
Mr. Plim is real, but
You
Plimsolls
can
do
need an
exist.
American to fact check this. Hawk, can you fact check this?
What? Fact checked what?
I'll do it.
Are you paying attention?
Yes, but I can't understand half of what y'all are saying.
I'm looking it up.
Apparently, in Ireland and Scotland, they're sometimes known as gutties or sannies.
Both of them sound awful.
And in
Yeah.
Wales and the West Country, they're also known as daps or dappers. I'm going to start calling them dappers now. I have a pair of
Your guys'
fancy
plimsolls
dappers.
kind of just look like
You guys use
American,
adjectives as
vans.
nouns a lot.
Oh, my fact about Mr. Plim is incorrect. The name is apparently derived.
You did make
From-
that up.
Yeah, I did make it up, but I was told it, so I didn't directly make it up. It was made up and told to me. There's a difference.
Yeah, she's...
But no, the
misinforming people.
definition for
It says-
plimsoll is a light rubber-soled canvas shoe worn especially for sports. And
Yeah.
then there's pictures of them, and they kind of just look like American Vans.
Yeah, they are basically like vans.
Yeah.
We
So-
have vans, by the way.
So the name
I
came
didn't know
from the plimsoll sensation because the coloured horizontal band joining the upper sole resembled the plimsoll line on a ship's hull.
Names
Apparently.
are so weird.
Yes, they are.
It's just like, right, let's see. Does this thing closely resemble this thing? Yes, it does. That's its new name.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Just...
That's how Latin works.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Here's an interesting one. What we call, like, in terms of clothing, braces. Not the braces you have on your teeth. Braces. You call them suspenders. But over
I
here,
can see why they're called braces.
I
Yeah.
can see
but
that,
over
I guess.
here, what suspenders are is they are things that hold up ladies' stockings. That is what a suspender
Not
is over
always. For us, it's more it holds up your pants, and it's
Yeah.
mostly worn by men.
Over
Yeah.
here is
See,
England,
that's-
Bella.
Yeah.
Okay,
In
yes,
England.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's so many people that I get confused as to who's talking.
Go for the accent. That can help.
I wasn't thinking. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, what you call suspenders, we call braces. And when you say, "Oh, I'm wearing my suspenders," and it's a man talking, you were thinking, "You're wearing ladies' stockings."
I mean, go you. But
Oh, that's
why?
amazing. That's amazing.
I often say suspenders because I know that there are going to be people that get confused when I say braces.
Mhm.
I wore braces the other day actually. I looked very cool. Yeah. A red shirt, black boots, black trousers, suspenders.
That sounds adorable.
Survived.
I am adorable. Thank you.
Okay, here's a interesting and slightly.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that this was Biscuit Discourse episode 3, Stroking Mars's Ego.
No,
It
it's episode 3. Bella flirts with Mars.
Actually, it's technically episode 2, the 3rd episode, so whatever.
It's
Yeah.
true.
We're not getting
Yeah.
back into this. This
Okay,
became
Yeah,
a very
last time
heated
there was
argument
this
a few
long
weeks
argument
ago.
about this.
So if I was at,
In which
if
I
I
won.
was at school, and I was done a mistake on my work, and I was to say to my friend, "Oh, can you pass me a rubber?"
You would
That's
think
an
that we're
eraser.
talking
I
about
know
condoms.
that's an eraser. However,
yeah.
But for us, that's a very different, very
Yeah,
very
you would,
different thing.
you would be thinking I would be asking for a condom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
which is
And I'm like,
a weird thing to ask for.
Yes,
I mean, in that situation.
yes.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it depends on what conversation you're having.
But
Yeah.
it's
There are
a
situations where asking for a condom in that situation wouldn't be weird. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't understand how that.
there's actually an old
changing the
slang.
subject.
There's actually an old slang for condom, which is Johnny, and it's always funny when someone's called John and they shorten
Yeah.
it. Well, technically not shortening it,
I-
but calling themselves Johnny.
Yeah. My
Oh dear.
my French Canadian grandfather used to call them French letters.
French what?
French letters.
French letters.
Mm.
Okay.
Why?
Right.
I don't know.
I guess they're sending. It's like it holds something and it's being sent.
Yeah, I don't know. No idea
Anyway,
what
this
the
has got very weird.
Let's stop.
It's Project Monsters, people. What were you expecting?
That's true.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like-
Moving on. What's your next thing on your list, Scara?
Okay, so if we say, "Oh, there's a sleeping policeman in the road,"
Speed
I would
bump.
Everyone-
be really
the Ameri-
concerned. What the hell are you talking about, Scara?
That's a
Speed
speed
bump.
bump, I know.
yeah,
But,
speed
I mean,
bump.
that's a very
Speed
clever
bump?
name
Oh,
for it, I admit. I mean, I would never call it that, but that's a clever name for it.
Mars, you've never heard it called a sleeping
I've
policeman.
never heard it called a sleeping
That kind of
policeman.
just makes me think that, like, there's an actual policeman asleep in the middle of the road and that people are just driving over him.
I
Yeah.
can
That's
think of
kinda
a few
concerning,
policemen that should be
admittedly.
taken over.
Like, why?
That is
He's
a...
not running over.
I...
He's trying to sleep. Or,
I think it was
are you guys
because-
in the habit of beating up people that are taking a nap?
Yes.
No, something I was told that it was called a sleeping policeman so that drivers would slow down and deliberately drive over it. It's like, oh, I'm going to run over the sleeping policeman.
I think that's an
So they
old...
would-
I'm going to look up when that was, common.
Yeah. Again,
it's
that's
not-
something I was told.
She's old.
I am old.
Wow,
I'm
okay.
28.
That's not very old.
She's old.
You're younger than Aurelian, so...
Yeah, but she's still old.
You've now
Yeah.
completely distracted Mars, and she'll be completely useless for the rest of the hour.
That was the
we
point.
I'm not
What,
completely
because we mentioned
useless.
Aurelian.
I'm
No,
I'm
no one
pretending.
mentioned Aurelian.
I'm pretending that didn't happen so that I can keep focus. What? Where are we? Da, 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 da.
I believe
Oh, right.
you're in your home.
Yes, you would be right
I
there.
would presume so.
It doesn't have any helpful information. Why aren't you telling me when? Normally, Google gives this is when it was popular, and this is when it was used. It's like, okay, you're just giving me an option to translate sleeping policeman to a different language. Let's translate it to Welsh.
Why?
Good luck pronouncing it, I guess.
Because it'd be fun. In Welsh, it is Plismon Segu.
Is that,
bet you
is
just
that the proper
butchered that.
pronunciation?
No. Plismon Sisku.
Empathetically, no.
My tea is finally cool enough to drink.
Yay.
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 Okay, let's see.
The highlight
American.
of the episode.
No, that's Armenian. That's not American. Try translating it into Dutch. You should hear me pronounce Dutch. It's very funny.
This is gonna be great because I know a bunch of Dutch people, so
I have a Dutch friend. He's not Dutch. He's Flemish.
the
And
entirety of the old people at my church are Dutch.
cool. Yeah. So my best friend. He has a difficult to pronounce name. It looks like it be spelled Arn, but that's not how you pronounce it, and he hates it when people say it Arn. And I can't pronounce it for the life of me because it's got a silly R, as I call it, which is like the Dutch R. Anyway, he gets me to pronounce words sometimes and just pisses himself laughing because
That
'Cause
sounds
it's-
amazing.
Mm.
Slaffenen Polizeiagent.
Oh my gosh, that was so butchered.
Bless you.
There we go. I'm going to make him listen to this episode so he can hear my terrible pronunciation of Dutch words.
Has he heard the other two?
He started listening to one of them. I don't know if he's continued listening to it.
Well, he should.
Yeah.
My brother's a fan of our show.
Yay. Actually, we've got so many followers on Tumblr. I keep getting notifications and I'm like, guys, this is really nice.
How do you?
I had to turn my notifications off for it.
I don't
so
know
it's
how to
ringing my
disable the
phone.
notifications. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's
cool.
nice.
Oh,
but-
that's
If you're on
Ian.
your phone, you can go. You can press the icon that leads you to your accounts, and then you press the little edit thing on the side of Biscuit Discourse, and you can turn off notifications.
Yeah, I tried that, but the only button that says get notifications. I'm like, yes, thank you. I'm already getting notifications. I'd like to stop getting notifications.
Have
I
you
don't
tried turning it
care.
on and back off?
Mm.
Yes, I have.
Guys, Hawk just sent me an excellent photo of just a policeman lying down in the road.
She said that to me as well. How could you like to explain your mistake in the one you sent to me?
Wait, what?
I'm very curious.
Okay, here, let me just stick it in here.
Just post it in the chat we're using. Why?
And that's all I got.
I will edit
almost
it.
put
I will
tea all
edit
over
this
my
onto the
hair.
screen for everyone.
Put both of them.
Will you this time? Because last time I don't think you did.
Okay, last time you're like, yeah, I'll put
I
it on screen,
didn't
and then you
edit
didn't.
it. I didn't edit
Oh,
it.
okay.
No, Sean
Because
did.
there were like several things that you were just like, yeah, I'll put stuff up, and then you didn't.
I didn't
So I was
Yeah.
just
do
like,
that.
what?
Did Sean fix the bit I had with my background?
Ah.
Did he? I don't even know.
I haven't listened to
need to
the
yell at him.
episode.
Has anyone?
I was in
I did.
it. I didn't need to listen to it.
I listened to it and I didn't hear anything in Tandi's background.
That's
I remember
good.
you
Yeah,
you
I didn't hear
mentioning
her.
something in the background, but there wasn't any.
Yeah, you
like,
mentioned
sign of
something,
it.
but like I actually ended up rewinding it to listen, and there was nothing.
That's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything when it actually happened, so I was like, Tanadin, are you hearing things?
No, I'm not.
Are you
I
sure?
promise
Are you
I'm not going
sure?
crazy.
I
It's,
don't
look, it's
believe
either
that.
either I'm going crazy or Marge's creepy-eyed puppet is haunting me. For calling it
Probably
creepy.
both.
See, it's
Probably
staring
both.
at me.
Have
It's
you looked at
slightly
its
creepy.
eyes?
It's staring at me right now.
Marge's been possessed by the puppet.
No.
I suggest we set her on fire.
No.
No, Mars
not?
and the puppet switched places. Mars is trapped in her puppet's body, and this is the puppet talking.
I don't want to think about that happening. I mean, it would be cool to have that hair again, but like I like my hair at the moment, so.
Mhm.
For those who don't know, I have a pink and green Mohican right now. Children,
Yep.
be quiet
Marce's
outside.
hair is amazing.
Are you hearing things?
No, I'm hearing
No,
real children outside. They're being loud.
Yeah, I heard that as
Yeah.
well.
I didn't. Just imagining it. Both
No,
of you.
no, it's just your hearing talent, and you need to go and get it checked.
I think
Anyway,
hear
what's the
anything
next thing on
either.
your list,
it's
Scara?
nice to me.
Right, there's a list of different like foods here. So
Lovely.
Okay. I thought we already had the food episode.
yeah,
No, we
I
had
mean,
food
but
episode.
there's some
Biscuit
some other
episode and the
parts.
candy episode.
yeah. So we've covered biscuits and cookies, and we've covered sweets and candy. So
Mhm.
if I say the word banger, and it's a food
Excuse
item,
me?
What?
Excuse me?
Banger.
banger. So you
It's
typically have
completely
bangers and
unsexual.
mash. Yeah, you typically have bangers and mash.
That makes it sound worse, Scara.
That makes it sound very concerning.
The only thing I could think is if it's gravy.
There would typically be gravy with the dish as well.
Yeah. Oh, I
The
want
word
bangers and
banger
mash now.
is not gravy, and mash
It's
is not
gravy.
gravy.
That'd be so,
Well,
that
no, I figured
sounds
mash
really
is like
nice.
mashed potatoes.
Yes, it is.
Well
So
done.
what would you have? What would you have mashed potatoes with? Something?
Steak?
No,
No.
'Cause that's how we eat it here most of the time.
I mean, there are people who eat it with steak here as well. That's yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
mashed potatoes are
I mean, I
a
don't.
very good side dish. No?
I'm
You don't like mashed
vegetarian.
potatoes?
I know. I love mashed potato. I'm very I got
Oh,
very
but you
defensive
don't eat
there.
it with steak. You don't eat it with steak.
I don't
sorry.
eat it with steak. No.
No.
Love mashed potato. Mashed potato is one of my favorite
Mashed
things.
potatoes are amazing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Potatoes.
So-
Potato. We got
Yeah.
distracted.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
What would you say?
So a banger and mash would be sausage and mash
Why do you
I knew that.
call it
I
that?
did know that. I forgot about
because
That's
sausages.
so concerning.
Sausages
No,
sometimes-
that. That just makes it
Sausages
sound like
sometimes
even
when
more
you
of an innuendo.
It really does. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Are you sure this is real? Are you sure I'm
No,
making
this
this
is
up?
real. This is real when it comes from when you would fry sausages in the pan. If the skins were too tight on the sausages, they would go bang.
That makes sense.
Are you
Yeah.
sure England is real?
Yeah.
I'm beginning to
I
think
can-
this is a fake country.
No, I can confirm it is real. I am sitting in my bedroom in England as we speak.
Are
So
you
it
sure
is
you're
real.
in England?
Are
Well,
you
that's
real?
what I'm told.
Well, let me just look out the
Sure I'm
window.
real.
The sky
I'm pretty
is
sure I'm
cloudy.
real.
It is cold, grey.
Yep.
Isn't that
Yes,
just
this is
always how it is?
England.
Yeah, this is England.
It's July.
Well,
Why
Ireland-
is it cold and grey?
Ireland is the
Because
same
it's
way, isn't it?
England.
Ah.
I do believe Ireland is the same way, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
England gets all the talk about this, but Ireland and Scotland and Wales are all just as bad.
Yeah,
It's-
'cause
it's
we're
just
all
the
very
British
It's
Isles.
far-
currently hot, sunny, clear, and like probably 90 something degrees
I was about
Fahrenheit.
to say,
Yeah,
I was
that's
about
pretty
to
much
say
me
no
right
need to
now.
brag, but I don't want 90 degrees Fahrenheit because
Yeah,
that's
no,
hot.
it's awful.
Yeah.
Do you know how
awful.
much? Do you even know how much that is Celsius?
I'm looking it up.
But no, it's really bad.
32 degrees. That's hotter than I would like to be witnessing. We had 32
And
degrees last week.
It's currently 95
30.
degrees.
30.
Yeah, dude, 90
Fahrenheit,
degrees is nothing,
it's
though. We get over
35
100
Celsius
multiple
here.
times a year.
Yeah, we had 34
35
last week.
Celsius. You'd
And-
probably melt.
And just saying, 98 humidity.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's how it usually is in like Texas, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, here in California, for it to be like really humid for us, it's like 30,
There's
I
no
hate
water. It could never be humid.
pretty much.
I mean,
You just-
Good luck.
I much
moving to
prefer. I can
Texas.
handle the heat much better if there's no humidity.
Bella, when was the last time you saw water?
I think it's been like 4 years at this point.
What have you been drinking?
Tea.
What are you making the tea with, Bella?
Milk?
Tears.
Mud. The mud where the water used to be.
No, they don't even have mud. Just sand.
Yeah, no, it's just
Okay, the
Sand,
sand where
just
the
dry
water
dirt.
used to be.
No,
sand
I'm-
tea sounds awful. But no, there's such thing as milk tea.
Yes.
Yes, I imagine they would. Anyway, what's next on your list?
Aubergine.
Isn't that like a fruit or vegetable or something?
It
It
is a
is a-
vegetable. Well done.
It is a
I'm not.
vegetable.
I'm not familiar with it, so.
It's what you guys would call eggplant.
I don't like eggplant.
I thought they were different things. I thought they were just two entirely different.
Nope, they
No,
are the
they
same
are-
thing.
The same.
They're
They are
exactly the same thing.
Exactly the same thing.
Why?
Kind of like
A different name.
Because eggplants or aubergines used to look like an egg. Like literally, that was the shape that they had. Or so I'm told. I'm not. This is what I have been told by
You're
internet
not old
and
enough
people.
to remember this.
I'm not old enough to remember it. Scar?
It's Scara.
yes, yes. They were thought to have the shape of an egg, and
Yeah.
they were a plant. So
Yeah.
You're not
most of them
helping the
eggplant.
Scara is or isn't old case any.
I'm just accepting it now. I mean, I do actually have a Zimmer frame at the moment. Well, I've broken my legs. That's what I'm getting about with, apart from a wheelchair at the moment with my fractured ankle in plaster. So I'm hopping about with a Zimmer frame. I am old.
Poor mom, Scara.
Wow, you just replaced me.
No, Scara's also a mom friend. Both of you
Yeah,
are moms.
Fair.
I'm kind of like, I think I'm becoming like grandmum at this place. At this moment.
You and
No.
Monique both.
Yeah, so Tanadin is not only the mother of the group, I'm not only her daughter, I'm also her mother.
That's
That's fine.
incestuous.
It's like
Same with
more,
Monique. Just
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, let's move away from incest. Right.
Yeah, it's a joke, I promise.
It's all a
It's
joke.
not really
guys.
Project Monstrous nonsense, I'm sorry.
I don't believe any of us are actually related, other than Nico and Monique.
And Tack and Dark.
Wait, they're related?
Tack and
They're
who?
twins!
I'm sorry.
Tack and who?
Dark, her brother.
I don't know who Dark is. Dark is something that the Knight is.
He was in the last UHC. He doesn't talk in off topic, so most people don't know he exists.
Okay.
yeah, he's
I
kind of
barely know
lurking in the background. He's on isn't he on the Minecraft server?
Yeah, I
And
think he is. I
Pokemon
think that's
chat
He
as
the
well.
might
last
be.
one.
Yeah. So another one that people probably think is two different vegetables, but is actually the same thing, is courgette.
That sounds like a car.
He does.
No, that's a
Does.
Corvette.
It sounds like
That's a
Corvette.
Corvette. No, courgette.
I want to say
I've
that's
never
something
heard
like
that word before in my
zucchini.
life.
It is zucchini. Yeah.
It
zucchini.
is?
Yeah. That's
Yes.
what you guys know as a zucchini.
Why would you change the name? Zucchini is such a fun word to say.
It really
Yeah,
is.
but I think we stole courgette from the French. I think
It
so.
sounds very French.
Yeah,
and
that sounds
looks
like a very
French.
French thing.
It
It's
does sound like
yeah.
a French word.
Oh,
it's
hi,
spelled like that. Alright, that's not how it's spelled, is it?
My dog just booped me.
Oops.
No, I spelled it right. No, I didn't spell it right. I forgot the G.
Wow, okay.
That's how you spell courgette.
That is
Courgette.
not a real word,
Yes, it is.
according to me. No, it's. I mean, I know it is. I know it is. However, I'm pretending it isn't because it bothers me.
Have you heard of courgette cake?
No, I've never heard that word before in my
Okay.
life.
Have you heard
Yeah,
of
we don't
zucchini
have-
cake?
No, we have
What?
zucchini bread.
We
Well-
do?
Yeah?
There is zucchini bread.
They sell it at my
do?
local market. That's the only reason I know. It's
That
really, really
sounds
good. You should try it.
Frightening.
It's nasty.
I'm slightly angry at Google right now because I type in courgette and it comes up with zucchini as the name
Ha!
that's listed,
Ooh.
and it
Ah,
says
Google likes
I
us
believe
better.
zucchini or
We just won a point right there immediately.
Mars, as a
You both
vegetarian, have you had courgette spaghetti?
no.
Excuse me?
Oh my gosh.
No,
gosh,
they
really
sell it in
like
the
zucchini.
supermarket Tesco's
Heard of
in a
it.
little pot. It's really nice. It really tastes like pasta, but it's made of courgette.
Huh.
It's really weird.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
I guess-
like zucchini at all, but zucchini pasta's really good.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I guess because I'm vegetarian, not vegan, I don't need to look for alternatives.
No,
I know,
but
but-
if you ever see it, give it a try.
All right. If it tastes disgusting, it's your fault.
Yes, you can completely blame.
Sean.
Oh, poor Sean, he just turned up.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, he's like, I'm here now significantly late. Like, I believe about 2 hours ago, I just tagged him and said biscuit in all capital letters. Like, I do that every week whenever he's not here because he's always late. So I'm just biscuit, and he's like, crap. Every week. Every week. Hi, future Sean. You're probably gonna be late again next week. Hi.
Probably. I
It's fine.
Yeah.
have a bruise with my
Yeah, but anyway, courgette cake generally is a chocolate cake with courgette in it to make it more, I'm going to use that word everyone hates, moist.
moist.
The only
I find that
word
word
worse
hilarious.
than moist. The only word worse than moist, I think, is crusty.
Oh, I don't like the word
Oh.
crusty, but moist is a fun word.
yeah, but moist and crusty in the same sentence. Just oh,
Crusty and moist.
I need to leave.
The,
and just-
the top of the brownies were crusty.
Yeah.
The rest of the brownie was moist.
I'm terribly sorry to
No,
anyone
don't
who
describe brownies this way. How dare you ruin brownies for everyone?
I'm very sorry to anyone who has a aversion to either of those words.
yeah. And especially if you were eating and we just gave you a terrible mental image.
Yep.
What, you
I
ever
just
had
thought
a
of
brownie
someone
that's
being
crispy on top?
crusty and moist and just had a... Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah.
Anyway, away from that,
Let's just stop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
look
it's
up
girl
courgette
week
cake.
this week.
look up courgette cake. It's really good. I remember the first time I
Yeah,
had
we
it,
have
my mum...
carrot cake, which is pretty similar.
No, it's
Hmm.
not.
Well,
Better.
okay.
Better.
Okay,
Okay, good.
so
Better.
I'm gonna point something out real quick. We have 9 people total, discounting Sean's other account on the Biscuit Discourse.
Mhm.
Everyone's a girl except for Sean Spork, and neither of them are here. So any week that Sean and Spork are not here, it's just immediately Girls Week. Immediately.
Girls
That's
Week.
great. That's
Girls'
great.
Week.
That's anyone who
I feel-
listens
I feel
to.
like-
Anyone
I feel
who
like
listens
we need
to.
to have like our own
Shut
joke
up.
or something. No,
I'm trying to talk
I'm
over
trying
you.
to talk.
Wow, you guys, chill.
Anyway, you go first, and then I'll go.
I've forgotten what I was saying. I was like
You're
trying.
saying
I
something
don't
about
remember.
having our own thing.
Like we should have like our own joke or our own thing or something, just
Girls
so that
Week.
it's just because it's stupid, and then we need to have one week where it's only Sean Spork, like no girls allowed. It's just 2
Wait,
people.
But aren't they both American?
Yes, they just argue about the differences between states, and the rest of us are just sitting in the call, dead silent, laughing.
Well, I
But, like,
could, I
no
could,
girls
I
allowed.
want
We're
to
just
join
here.
it. That's a
I
fun.
could-
That would be a fun topic.
I could probably try and rope Lupus in and see if he would just kind of like,
Yeah,
I
we're
can get my
do this
brother
on
in.
Boys
I can
Week.
get my brother in.
Just
Yeah.
recruit all
My
these
brother would
people.
love to
No,
join
not,
Biscuit
not
Discourse.
Boys Week, but like no girls allowed week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Dude, my brother would love
Spork
that.
is not a guy.
hmm
No,
You don't want to
they're
exclude Spork.
they're a spork.
Anyway.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is my Girls Week thing was for people who listen to Hello from the Magic Tavern, because they have a thing that's boys' night, but they do that. I'd like to point out that every time I've said Girls Week or Boys' Night, I have put my hands up in the air.
That's adorable.
Boys Week, it's just Sean. Sean talking to himself.
Yeah, so anyone who listens to that
Sean's just
podcast,
like reading a.
you will
We
hopefully
apologise.
appreciate that reference. We apologise.
I thought we were talking about Sean talking to himself.
And now Selby and Biscuit Discourse like, hey, I'm back, I can join. It's like, I mean, you're about 40 minutes late, but alright.
How much time do we have left?
Yeah, how much time do we have left?
We have
Bella
about
just
10 minutes.
dropped the call.
Bella,
Okay, she's back.
we didn't
Crap, I'm
finish yet.
sorry.
Come back.
I pressed the wrong button. My finger slipped.
Okay, how long did you say we had left? I was too busy laughing.
We have about 10 minutes.
Alright,
We've been going for
we
37
should probably
minutes.
get back on topic.
Yes. What's your
'Cause we're
next
just
on your
talking
list,
about
Gara?
excluding people.
Okay, next on my list is so I'm gonna say a couple of phrases that both mean the same thing. So the John and
Toilet.
Yeah,
Bog.
it's the toilet.
Bog as well.
Why? I never understood why you call it the John. Like, I'm so sorry. You just walk up to friends named John, and just like, okay, be a toilet.
But it's kind of like we used to call it the crapper as well because Thomas Crapper invented the toilet. No word of a lie. No word of a lie. There is a Thomas Crapper museum. My future mother-in-law has been to it, and she's got a giant mug.
I'm looking this up
Toilet
because
on it,
last time
named
she
Thomas
said
Crapper.
something it wasn't true.
Beautiful.
By all
Thomas
means,
Crapper exists.
yes.
That's
Thomas
amazing.
Crapper.
I mean, I don't think he does anymore.
He used to
No,
exist. He existed until about over 100 years ago. But he did exist.
He did exist.
He existed until 106 years ago.
hmm
And
Okay,
2
so
months.
the next one is. Let me just scroll down my list
Actually,
to find.
as entertaining
Yes.
as this is,
Find something really weird.
I want you Americans to give us words that we might not know.
Yeah.
I don't have the list.
But make them up.
Oh.
Don't make up words.
The problem is it's really hard to think of stuff because like I'm not
Because you're American?
because
Yeah,
it's
I
not
get it.
it's not strange to me. Just like, yeah, this is a word that exists, and it's like, wait, you don't use that word. I'm trying to think of cultural differences that Emma and I have like noticed in words that we use, but all I can think of is
I'm looking
rubber.
I'm looking up a list.
That's cheating, but
Oh.
you may get away with it.
I'm sorry.
Scar was apparently cheating this entire podcast. Cheating for what?
She made her own list. You made your
She
own
didn't
list,
make
right?
a list. She found a list.
You found a
No,
list.
I found a list.
Oh.
I found 2 lists actually.
Okay,
And
fine.
we haven't even got onto the second list, which is just more general stuff.
Okay, here's one that you guys probably know. Apartment.
Yeah,
Flat.
A flat.
Yeah, flat.
Why do you call it a flat? Okay,
Because it's
when I first
flat.
heard it was called a flat, I wasn't aware that that was an apartment. I just imagined someone at the top of a tall building that just is flat roof and they just lived there. And I'm
Yep.
like,
Yeah,
that's the
That's exactly what it
stupidest thing I've
is.
ever
Yep,
heard.
totally.
Yeah, they were typically flat roofed.
Yeah,
But
that's where the name comes from.
yeah, I currently live in a 1-bedroom flat, but we are being like, there is a cultural thing happening that if you want to make it, because flat sounds very common, very
It does.
council estate, very common.
Yeah.
So if someone's trying to sell flats that are like supposed to be like upmarket posh, they call them apartments.
Yeah. Funny
Oh.
that that's an
Just
American
what you
word
call
and
them
we
here.
use it as a posh thing.
Yeah.
It's clearly because we're
Yes.
superior.
Yes, I am insulting you.
Finger guns.
Yeah, you
I
know,
said we're superior and you immediately said yes. Haha.
No.
Okay, here's one.
I'm not deliberately misunderstanding that at all.
Okay, so just I literally just looked up a list, so I don't know if these are actual ones that like people still use,
Mhm.
but guardrail. What is that to you guys?
Guardrail.
A guardrail
Like
would
a
be
s-
like a fence type thing on the edge
like a
of
safety
something.
rail.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, Oxford Dictionary is not being very helpful.
Why are you using a
Don't insult-
dictionary? That's an official source. That's not good.
Yeah,
No,
don't insult.
I
Don't insult-
googled it.
Don't
I
insult the
Googled
Oxford
it.
English Dictionary.
I'm not insulting the Oxford English Dictionary. I'm saying
Alright.
it's too official for this podcast. I'm insulting the podcast.
No, Bella said that it was like she wasn't sure if it was real or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Oxford Dictionary is real.
Yeah. Has Hawk even spoken during this podcast?
A little.
Briefly.
been very quiet.
She's very quiet.
Yeah. Just
She
looming in
is
the
here.
background.
She is here. She's just making up the numbers.
I don't think Hawk can really loom over anything. Admittedly. Sorry, Hawk.
You're what,
Had
like
to.
2 foot tall?
Wow. Be careful, she's more dangerous than the rest of the team combined.
Yeah, you should be careful. Short people are evil.
They are.
She's
I'm
4 foot
related
10
to
with
one.
3 feet more rage.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
she's 2
Hawk
foot of
dying quietly in
rage.
the background over me fearing her. Bow down to our even overlords.
We're gonna have to bow very far.
Mars, how tall are you?
I'm
Not tall.
5'6.5".
Are you?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
so you're not
taller.
small, but
I'm
you're
not
you're
small.
but you're not.
Everyone's taller than me.
Everyone is taller than Hawk. Yes.
How tall are you, Bella? I almost called you by what I have you renamed on Skype.
That would have been great. I believe I'm an inch taller than you because if I'm not
How tall are you?
incorrect, I believe you're 5'10".
You're 5'11".
I'm 5'11".
Yeah,
You're
Bella's
not allowed to be taller than me. I'm now going to
You're
find
a
you.
foot
and remove
taller
your
than me.
You're gonna fight me? You're gonna lose. I'm taller than
no,
you.
No, I'm gonna remove your leg. Fine.
Ben should be shorter than Hawk.
How are you people tall?
Blame my dad.
Genetics.
My dad is 6'6".
You're a foot
Really
taller
unnecessary.
than I am.
Is he 6'6.6"?
Maybe. I don't know. That'd be awesome.
Vex probably is. He's 6'6". He's probably 6'6.6".
It would explain
I
the
hope so. Really hope so.
Here we go. I'm just. That's the sound of a tape measure, by the way. But I do just keep a tape measure on my desk. Yes.
Why do you just have a tape measure on your desk for like no reason?
What? Why not?
You never know when you need to measure
Dictionary is
something.
incorrect.
Emma can
Oxford
vouch
Dictionary is
that
incorrect.
I have a load of really random crap on my desk. He's not here to
I
vouch
mean,
for
who
me.
doesn't? But
Don't fall off the table. Bad tape measure. I have a hairband. I have hair gel. I have
You have hair gel on your desk?
yes.
Mars is here to look fancy
That's
and to
great.
kick butt.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
here's...
wearing a shirt right now. I wear a shirt pretty much every day.
Oh, amazing! I'm wearing a shirt right now. Well, I mean, I would
One
hope
that
so.
buttons up. One that buttons up.
Ooh,
so
very
you're wearing a
fancy.
fancy shirt. No, you know what, button-ups are great. Button-ups are amazing.
Did you just say...
So
I don't know what you just said. I'm not going to repeat what I thought you said. What did you say?
button up.
Button-ups. Ah. That's not what I thought you said.
Okay, so I found something in Oxford Dictionary that's incorrect.
Yeah.
Woo!
Wait, let me check real quick. Wait. Okay, yeah.
Incorrect.
It says for you guys it's a roundabout in the road. It says for us that's called a traffic circle.
It's a rotary.
No such thing as a traffic circle, according to us.
Traffic
So you're-
It's a rotary.
You just don't have them.
Yeah, we
But
don't
then-
have them.
But then we also we have another use for the word roundabout because we call
Yeah, that's
what
a
you would call
carousel.
a carousel. We call a roundabout.
Why do you...
We
carousel.
reuse
No,
words.
It's called...
No, I could totally see that. That's
Yeah.
We call it a
reasonable.
carousel.
Oh,
What,
the-
Hawk?
Both of them you go round and about them.
The road that you go in circles on are
rotary is
rotaries
a
or
phone.
roundabouts.
We don't have those.
Yes, we do.
Where do you
No, they're
live?
carousels or merry-go-rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We say merry-go-round. But that's like the big one with the horses on.
hmm
Wait, then what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The little.
We're all talking
what
about
we-
different objects.
Yeah. So the little roundabouts are like the ones that you are self-propelled at the
I'm-
children's play parks. Yeah.
I'm
Those
just
are the ones
getting you
you
a
want
little
about?
image.
The carousel. And the big
For
ones,
us,
the horses, are the merry-go-rounds.
For us,
This-
this
This
for
is
me,
a
that's
roundabout.
The same thing.
It's not a Why are they both roundabouts?
That's a
How
roundabout.
do you distinguish between the two of them?
Mm.
For me,
Because
that's just
we
the city
know.
wheel that we're banned at.
If we're
that
talking
are
about
banned
a
in
road,
America.
if we're talking about a road, we're talking about a roundabout for a road. If we're talking about a park, we're not going to be talking about a road roundabout.
Okay, Hawk is
We
talking
use-
about roads.
We use common
We're all talking about
sense.
different things.
Oh, the roads that
Yeah, I
go
was
round
talking about
in
the road.
circles. The roads that go round in circles.
That's bad design,
that's-
that's
that-
what
isn't
that
that-
is.
Yeah, isn't that
That's
the
right.
M25 that goes around London?
What?
English jokes. I can assure you that all the English people in the audience will be listening, all 5 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Anyway.
All 5 of them will be listening. Do you mean all 5 of them will be laughing?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I hope anyone listening is actually listening and not just like, background noise.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, to break it.
I
to
do
break it down-
use the Minecraft podcast as background noise, so I guess I can't blame people.
I will say that we are now over 45 minutes, so we have to wrap up. I'm very sorry.
Wait,
Can I
wait,
just-
hang on.
can I just-
Back up. We're on 45-minute timers. Really thought we were on 50 minutes.
Yeah,
No.
it's supposed to be 40
Yeah,
to
but
50
it then
minutes.
takes us another 10 minutes to stop
Okay,
talking.
that's fair.
Shut up.
Yeah. And
Shoot.
we're nearer
I'm just
to
gonna
50 than 40 right now.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna break the M25 joke down for the Americans. There is a motorway that goes in a circle right around the city of London,
I think it's
Okay.
and it's always like heavily got loads of traffic on it. Always
Loads
got
of
accidents on it.
What's it called again?
The
M25.
M25. It's the 25th motorway, essentially.
And a motorway is
looking it
what
up.
you call a highway, and it's where cars
Yeah.
go really, really fast.
Ah, yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have seen this thing. I've seen pictures of this thing.
And all
Well,
the
the traffic.
Americans went, oh.
Oh, that thing that we get stuck in whenever we go over to the UK and we're trying to get out of Heathrow.
The way you said Heathrow, it was like death row. Heathrow. Not Heathrow, Heathrow.
Heathrow.
I mean, there are some people that would like to be dead when they're at Heathrow Airport, I'm sure.
Yeah, or we're stuck in traffic and they're like, "Oh God, this is like being on death row."
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily where I'm from, we don't like
Although
our
less
worst
impending
traffic is like
doom.
being stuck at behind like a ton of cars at a stoplight.
Man, you're right. It does take us 10 minutes to stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about death row over here.
Right, shutting up now.
Yes. Okay, right. This has been the Biscuit Discourse. I have been Mars, Tanadin has been Tanadin, Bella has been Bella, Scar has been Scar, and Hawk has been Hawk.
And quiet.
Miller?
And quiet.
Stellar.
thank you for listening, and hopefully this will actually be weekly now. It depends
Hopefully.
on whether or not we can edit in time.
Remember.
And remember,
Yeah, and be available.
and be available, and all the other things that mean that podcasts need to happen. So yeah, I've been told to say this. I once again am begrudging in saying this, but that is the way the cookie crumbles. There you go. I said
Oh my
it
gosh,
again.
yours
No,
actually
we're
used
never
it. Yes.
No, we're never
Yeah.
saying this again.
No, it's good. It's good,
No, it's
guys.
terrible.
Yeah.
Please.
It's terrible.
Yes.
It's
But it was my
terrible.
idea.
it's terrible.
I think it's cool. I think it's corny and good, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
No.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to say it. You're supposed to say it all happy and stuff.
and
that
that's
is the way the cookie crumbles.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
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 Penis. Emma wasn't here.